Until the 1940s, and indeed even beyond that, most of the Orthodox, the Haredim, the most pious, the most devoted to the preservation of what they understood to be traditional Judaism, opposed Zionism. They considered that Zionism, if it got its way, would create a secular state. If Zionism was to win out, the Zionists would create in Palestine a secular state, one in which devotion to Torah, one in which devotion to following Jewish law, halakha, would not prevail, and that it would lead to the secularization of the Jews. So they opposed Zionism. Their schools were opposed to Zionism. The network of girls' schools, Beis Yaakov, which was founded in the 1920s in Poland, specifically chose to not teach anything about Palestine or Zionism, but rather to emphasize Torah and to emphasize the importance of the Judaic tradition and to make sure it got continued. Probably the most significant element in this Orthodox opposition to Zionism came from the Agudas Yisrael, which in elections, Jewish communal elections opposed to the Zionists, ran separate slates for representation of the Jews in the Polish parliament after 1920, were adamantly opposed to Zionism, would not cooperate with Zionists in any kind of communal endeavors. And while the rise of Nazism and the German invasion of Poland certainly forced them to temper their opposition to cooperation with Zionists, their anti-Zionism actually prevails to this day. They were unquestionably Jewish and unquestionably committed to Jewish security and to the furtherance of Jewish culture. For them, Zionism was not just something they didn't agree with, but in fact, they saw Zionism as an obstacle for the fulfillment of their idea of how Jews would gain security in the modern world.